I figured we start with Thanksgiving and then go into Black Friday. So people are like, "Oh, it's the Thanksgiving episode because that
Right.
was on Thursday."
Yeah. Well, it should be pretty good. But anyway, just because you went to New York Film Academy doesn't mean that you actually made it. Okay. Anyway, so welcome to Truffle Shuffle Podcast.
Why do I never get the "Hey, we're fucking rolling"? Why do I never? Nobody tells me.
Welcome to
anything
Truffle
around
Shuffle
here.
Podcast. We are brought to you by Barbershop and Taco Bell in West Carrollton.
Not for long.
Not for long. Anyway.
They've been skimping out on us for too long.
As you can't see right now, we have no Taco Bell breakfast in front of us. But I do have some NOS Energy.
Potential sponsor.
Potential sponsor. Not a sponsor. Anyway,
They will never sponsor us.
so
No,
it
absolutely
was
not. They don't need us.
Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving this past week, and I think we have a few stories from Black Friday. The boys went out on Black Friday. And
Oh,
went-
what the adventure that was.
Well, let's start it off.
Well, let's just
How our adventure almost didn't happen. Anyway.
First off, did everybody have a nice Thanksgiving out there listening? Did you
Yeah.
have a good time with your family?
They
Why are you
can't
talking like
respond.
Bob Ross? Right?
Did
you have
We're just going to put a
Oh,
little
hello,
tree right
brother.
there.
Remember to like, subscribe, and comment how your Thanksgiving went on the bottom of the page.
Unless you're one of... I'm not going to say that. Anyway,
What a pussy.
unless you're one of Alaric's YouTube channels, then you will comment anyway.
All right, we're done. We're done. We're clear.
The guy behind the computer got busted commenting on our videos from his other channels.
By us. That's the best part. And
Twice.
also, I'd like to give a shout out to one of our friends.
Oh, yes. Fatboy937.
What a
Please
great guy.
reveal yourself, because
We love it here at the Truffle Shuffle Podcast. You have created quite the stir in the
that
disturbance.
was funny.
It was pretty funny, I'm not going to lie.
It's
But
that there was a comment. It was on our.
if you're anything like
TikTok.
you were in high school, then... No, I'm just kidding.
Was it a comment on the TikTok or
It
the,
was on our
TikTok.
TikTok.
It made me
said that-
laugh. It
It
was
said
pretty
the
funny.
only cool one is Dylan. Thank you. I understand. And it said the other two were douchebags in high school, and that you were two-faced, which I think they hit the nail right on the head.
Except for the fact that who the hell thinks we are toothpaste but thinks Dylan is cool?
That's how you know that you're properly being two-faced. is
Dylan
that
was the
they don't-
shadiest of all of
They
us.
don't know.
Yeah.
But
Dylan's the
user-
actor, after
you-
all. He went to New York Film Academy.
I'm going to cut your dick off and throw it in a river.
Well, act like it.
Got him!
But wait, you have student loans, so you can't act like it.
I'm quitting. I hate this shit.
So anyway, we
But
went. the
shout
boys-
out to Fatboy937, whoever you are. Either comment again to stir up some more
Reveal
controversy,
yourself.
or reveal yourself so we know.
It is
who
kind
it
of
is.
funny, and maybe we can make amends and have you on the show because that shit was funny as hell. Anyway,
All right, don't jump the shark there, Clay.
all right. Well, he jumped the shark on the
Excuse me.
king. Anyway,
Okay.
so
Black Friday.
Black Friday, the boys went out, and again, it almost did not happen. So
Now hold on. Why
let's
did it
tell the
not
sto-
almost happen? I
Well-
thought we had this planned out.
oh, we did have it planned out
Oh, interesting.
all week. So the gentleman
because
sitting to
Clay
my
had
right,
to work.
I got off early from work.
Mhm.
I left work at about 11 or 12.
I did not have to work. and
Dylan was
Alaric
eating,
Did not have
So,
to.
And I didn't get off until I got home.
That's the most depressing shit I've
anyway,
heard, and it's not even a
and
joke.
his wife wasn't even home. Anyway,
Heyo.
so anyway, we all get in the car. No, let's start the story off. No, I'm gonna tell everything so everybody knows.
No, okay, just
Tell
we
them
go to
before we got
Wendy's.
lunch.
do the cliff notes of this.
So we go to Wendy's.
Oh, we go to get food, and then somebody needs us to get food for him and his entire family.
Yeah.
So we stop by the house to get his credit card.
Hold on, let's
because-
preface this. Dylan's like, no, I'll just go ahead and pay for it. I said, no, no,
Okay,
you're not gonna pay. For
First
it."
off, I never said that.
you did.
so
You did. You
don't
said, "Well, we'll
put-
just get it," and I was like, "No, we're
D-
not."
don't put gracious words in my mouth. All right, I don't say that
I
shit.
said, "No, we're not gonna do that." So anyway, we drive over to Alaric's house, which is only like 2 minutes away from where we were.
I said Cliff Notes version. Wrap it up.
Okay, anyway, so after all of that, what you cannot see for the audio listeners,
We have
right
new
now,
little wrap it up cards that we can hold when somebody's rambling too long. I feel like Alaric will see these a lot.
yeah,
in future
from both
episodes.
parties. Anyway,
You
so
guys suck.
anyway, we all
Wrap it up.
we're gonna fast forward a little bit here. So anyway, we get the food, we come back, and then we all get in the car.
No. You're forgetting the fact where we picked up his card.
Oh yeah, we
and
picked
he
up his
brought it
card.
out to us in a shower towel,
That would
As
just be a
opposed to
towel,
Weird towel.
just a towel.
as opposed to a beach towel, because shower towels are much more
Anyway, so
revealing.
he comes out, and we both were like, "Roll the window up. I don't want this thing."
And we were
going
looking for
anywhere
a
near
bump,
me.
but we saw an indent.
Yeah, we saw a missed knuckle, but anyway,
They interrupted my shower for an
his
$8.
his shower that lasted not too long. We're all being honest here.
I thought that was a relatively long shower. Because when you called him, he seemed pretty out of breath.
Don't give him. He did seem kind of out of breath. He was like,
That's just me
"I'm
being
in
fat."
the shower, guys."
That's just him after he
I don't think he
washes his
stopped.
feet.
I don't think he stopped. Anyway, so anyway, we get his card from him after he comes out in his towel, and then we're driving to Wendy's, and I was like, you know what? He's paying. It was only a 4 for 4, and Dylan just got a sandwich, but it was pretty funny. It made me laugh. But anyway, so we all come back, we all eat, have a great time, have some great conversation, get in the car,
Drive
head to
about-
Micro Center.
Hold up, wait. We cleared it with my wife where we were going.
Can
Oh,
I?
yeah.
You don't get to talk during this, okay? We still have some pent up anger. You
He's
can't
st-
show me
he's still- I
anything.
never made you a wrap it up
Here,
card
here.
for a specific
Put that one up there, buddy.
Alaric's reaching around trying to find his wrap it up card. I never made him one
does
because
not
he
have
doesn't need one.
So anyway, Alaric
Rude.
goes, yeah, let's go to Best Buy. So we go to Best Buy and look around, don't find anything. So we leave Best Buy, and I said, hey, let's go to Micro Center because it's going to be nuts. And
That's about a 35, 40
about a
minute
30-minute
drive
drive.
down south.
so we start driving down there. We were talking about all the fun we're going to have today. And then I suggested that we are going to go to the mall that's down there because they have a Lego store. And we're big children. And it's just a really nice mall. Anyway, so we get to Micro Center. We go look around, we find some stuff, stand in line. Dylan and I walk out first. Dylan didn't buy anything. I bought some stuff. And then Alaric is nowhere to be found because he got out of line when I got into line. And he's like, I'll get in line with you. And I said, no, you won't. No cuts. Fuck you. And I got in line. So anyway,
The
I go
look-
check out.
the look of saltiness on
Maybe
Alaric's
Fat Boy
face.
Magic
Oh, hold
Evan is
on.
right
It
about us.
gets worse. Anyway, so we check out. We go sit out in the car, and I said, we're moving the car. So we moved the car so he would walk out and get all scared. And then Alaric texts Dylan.
I get a text message that
Read it.
says,
Read it. Read it. I want him to know.
All
I
right,
want him to know.
I'll read the exact text message here. So we're down a good 40 minutes from our house. We've got it all planned out. Alaric's wife is going to a show, and the kids are being looked after. It was all taken care of, all right? And then I get a text message from Alaric at 3:52 in the afternoon that says, I'll text you when I'm at the register. Please drive up to the door. Our sitter fell through.
Ooh.
Dun, dun. Duh!
Ooh.
But
Anyway.
you know what actually happened? It turned out the
Hold
sitter
on.
was
No. We're not jumping ahead on this. So we get in my car. That doesn't. It runs on premium fuel, so it takes up a little more. Oh no, we're letting them know. They're gonna know every part of this story. We get in the car. He says we have to go back, and I said no, we don't. So this motherfucker, Alaric,
says,
he
"But my
calls
but my
all the
children."
people in his phone, which is 2 people apparently, to take care of the kids. And then one guy says sure, and then somebody else said no to that guy saying sure.
He
Anyway,
listens to the show, by the way.
Oh, he does?
Yes, that
Oh.
guy does.
should I say it?
What was his
no,
name?
I'm not gonna say. Anyway, we're not using
If he
names.
listens to-
David.
There you go, David.
Hi,
Give him a
David.
shout out.
We thank you for your graciousness, but they figured it out finally.
And then it didn't
thank
work.
God. But anyway, so he's like, okay, well, you can take them for like an hour. We'll drive home. And I'm like, fantastic. And I was ready to drive back down with Dylan to go to this store anyway. So we get in the car, we start driving back, and we're like 10 minutes down the road, and Alric goes, hold on. And I was like, what? He's like, I got to, did you call the babysitter? And she says, no, I didn't. I went to her house. She did not answer. And then I left. And Alec's like, did you try to call her? Turns out,
Because the sitter was on the shitter, ladies and gentlemen. She
she
was taking a shit.
that's going to be the name of this podcast, The Sitter Shitter.
Sitter on the shitter.
Shit.
And
So
this
she-
lady is like 70.
So-
Nobody checked on her. to
She
see if
is a
she was alive.
saint, and we love her.
I know, which is why did nobody check on her?
Nobody said, she didn't answer the door. Maybe she's dead. I'll just leave.
She did not have life alert.
She could not be helped when she fell down. Anyway,
But she didn't fall. She was just taking a dump.
well, did you
Something
know
fell?
that? No, you did not. Something. But anyway,
So, long story short,
long story short, we ended up going to the mall with the boys, and we had a grand old time.
now
What?
what?
Wait. Clay is driving aggressively, switching lanes back and forth. Back
For a
and forth.
reason,
And
because I
then-
was angry. You
and
don't get to
then
talk.
He swerves. And he gets to the nearest exit and no. Hey, get that shit out of here. Get the wrap it up out. No, I will sit here.
He wrapped it up.
I will
Anyway,
sit here.
so
Jesus
we
Christ.
get to the
So Clay
Kenworth
gets
Mall.
on the exit and quickly turns around. Yeah, fuck you, piece of shit.
So Clay has.
You
this
know when
way
I
of-
turned around?
Clay has this way of driving where he doesn't go very fast, but all his turns are incredibly aggressive. Like he has a case full of
When
puppies in
I'm-
the trunk and in a sad childhood, and they need to suffer. So
Oh my God. Well, there was a puppy in the back seat without a seatbelt, so I felt the need to make him hit the window as many times as possible.
So let's jump forward to save them all. the
Sorry, we had to
little
tell you that
details.
story to tell you this story.
So we're going into Spencer's.
That's way far ahead, but
yeah,
continue.
We're going into Spencer's.
I'll tell
and-
you from my, because I actually
Ah.
saw it.
Jesus.
So-
Christ.
Oh, how about the time when we went to Lego store before we went to Spencer's and you jackasses left me outside?
They split.
You had a
up the
babysitter.
group.
Anyway,
They split up the group because we're still at the point right now where the mall had full capacity. There were
but you can't go into
thousands
store. You can
upon
stand right next to
thousands of
people, but you can't
people
stand
in
right
that
next to
mall.
people in a store.
There are thousands of people in that mall, but you can't go into the store with more than like 4. But you can stand outside the door with 700. Because
Anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway, so we're going into Spencer's.
Science.
So Hot Topic is right next to Spencer's, and Spencer's had no line. So we're like, we'll go into Spencer's.
But there's still a lady screening at the door,
Yeah, so
finding
she's
out
using
how
the
many
clicker.
people are in your group.
So there is a group of teenagers, like awkward teenagers, going into Spencer's, as always. And they are, they're Spanish looking, but they are definitely speaking better English than all of us combined. And the lady at the front goes, "Is there 4 in your party?" And they don't answer because they're teenagers. And she goes, "Quatro, is there Quatro in your party?" I don't know why, but it made me laugh.
But
way
then we
too
get in the store and Clay goes, "I don't understand because Quattro's
no, no,
not
no, no,
even
no, no,
Spanish."
no. That was later on. For some reason in my head, I was thinking about. I have a car. Okay, it is a German car, and it is called a Quattro. Why is a German car called Quattro?
It's a Ford Fiesta.
I have
not
2
a
other
German car.
cars. I don't know if you know this or not.
Oh.
I bought it from Brian. Hi, Brian, if you're watching.
Hi,
Thank you.
Brian.
But yeah,
Thank you for the awesome car
later
with the
Clay
broken
goes,
windshield.
Clay goes, "Yeah, Quattro's not even Spanish. I don't
I
understand."
don't know. In my head, I was thinking of the car that's German,
Yeah, and we went,
and I was
uno,
like, "Why
dos,
is there a
tres,
German car?"
Quattro!
And I was like,
Mm-mm.
"Quattro's not even Spanish." In my head, I was like, "Oh, that's the dumb thing I just said." And then, of course, these 2 idiots jump on me. Dylan can't even say wolf, and he jumped on me first. So
I know what I say, and I am proud of what I say.
I love that he's the one
Woof.
who gets the language wrong for Quattro and then calls us idiots for pointing it out to him.
Go find a babysitter. Anyway, so
We had one.
So that was
should
just-
we?
that
Oh
was-
no. We should do Dylan's
What?
dumbass of the week. Is that what you were wanting to do?
That's later.
Oh, okay. Well, I read things wrong.
What the hell
Oh,
are
that's-
you doing?
never mind.
You know, we might as well now.
Oh Jesus!
Well,
Clay, we have a
God dang it!
we have a list right fucking in front of us, and you still mess us up. All right, you know what? Dylan's dumbass of the week. Give me my music. Where's that background music? at? There it is.
It's gonna be a wonderful week,
Clay, I
everybody.
need you to shut the hell up.
Dylan is now holding up a wrap it up sign.
All right, so this is going to be interesting. All right, this is the dumbass of the week. I'm just going to read you the headline first, okay? 15-year-old says she feels like a peasant after her allowance was cut from 5,000 to 1,000
Well, listen, times are tough.
a month. This is a month.
A month?
This
Oh
is
my God.
Look at this, ladies. One young teen from California,
Of course.
shocker,
Of course.
was very upset when she had to cut back her already excessive allowance of $5,000 to $1,000. Now, her name is Nicolette Gray. She's 15 years old
Heir to the Sasha
from
Grey.
California. She was so pissed off
Oh, boy.
that she turned it into a news story and went and made and I'm reading the thing here, a tearful appearance on Dr. Phil to complain about her treatment.
I saw about this, and it's hilarious. I
It
did
says-
see this.
It's she had an unbelievable allowance of $5,000 before her mom reduced it to $1,000 a month. She said on the show that she was forced to live like a peasant with the reductions in disposable income. She proudly calls herself a brat, and she enjoys her lifestyle filled with designer handbags and must-have clothes.
Her allowance was higher than Dylan's entire yearly salary.
It's higher
because
than
most
a
of that
lot
salary goes
people.
to the New York Film Academy.
Her mom, Nina, said that she was racking up massive credit card bills and decided to act. In addition to
rack
reducing,
up massive credit card bills when you're getting $5,000
You
a month.
buy above your means.
they allowed her to spend $5,000 on her credit card a month. That's what it seems like it is. Then they brought in a family friend to live with them to keep an eye on her spending habits. So they go on Dr. Phil, and this girl says that she needs a minimum of $2,500 to cover her basic necessities.
Jesus.
This is the most first world problem thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, now you might be thinking, oh, this girl's a dumbass. No. My dumbass of the week is this girl's parents.
Oh,
Because
boy.
you fucking suck. This
Yeah.
is what is wrong with America. Is that look, you can't see this, but look at her big
I've seen it.
crocodile
I saw that
tears.
one. I did see that one.
Now, for everybody listening, you can also go on YouTube, type in Nicolette Gray, Dr. Phil, and you can watch the entire episode. But let's see.
Is she
Dr.
related
Phil.
to Sasha at all? But anyway,
Jesus Christ, Clay.
don't look that one up.
Dr. Phil commented that the overindulgence can actually be a form of child abuse rather than allowing Nicolette to spend astronomical sums of money. He suggested that her mom should spend more time with her, and
Got
the
her.
two might actually be able to build an emotional bond. So,
The only emotional bond she has is the wallet.
that
In her
is the dumbass of the week,
Well,
Nicolette's
that
parent.
was depressing. So now, a word from our sponsors.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Taco Bell breakfast is back, and if you've been craving it as much as we have, then be sure to try a breakfast crunch wrap. A soft flour tortilla wrapped around warm eggs, melted cheese, hash browns, creamy jalapeno sauce, and your choice of bacon or sausage. Or try a grande toasted breakfast burrito, a warm flour tortilla filled with grilled and marinated steak, fluffy eggs, 3 cheeses, potatoes, and pico de gallo, all toasted to perfection. Only participating locations. Taco Bell is not responsible for explosive flatulence brought on by eating their product. We're also brought to you by Barron's Barbershop in West Carrollton. Come on down to Barron's Barbershop. If you're looking for quality and want to take a step into history with antique stools and registers, Barron has been cutting hair for over 3 decades and has the skills to style your hair with class. Maybe you just need a trim, or maybe you want to try a new style. Whatever your needs, Barron is the man with the plan. Make sure to bring cash and be sure to mention that we sent you. And thank you from our sponsors. All right.
Oh,
My bad.
back
Just
in the
wanted to
elevator.
give you guys some elevator music for the time being.
So, after that lovely little depressing, stupid ass
So
teenager ruined everything,
We have our improv prompt
there
for
we
the
go.
week.
There we go.
It's Haley's 2 cents, everybody. We had to change the music because we got copyright hit.
Yay!
Yay!
It's a free world.
God bless America.
On a DMCA free platform.
All right. So, what is our prompt? Well, I think
who has
if
the prompt?
whoever he is,
Credential solution. No, just kidding.
whoever had whoever, if anybody listened last week, they know that the prompt was an absolute shit show to me. So
I know this one's gonna hurt.
You have to
I haven't
read
even
this
read
one
it.
first.
You
Is
can
that
read
the
it if you
prompt?
want.
This is the prompt.
So let's. All right, everybody,
All right,
open
Clay,
up
read
your
it out.
envelopes.
All right,
and
here
let's-
comes the prompt. Does styling your hair like a cartoon's mean you? Jesus, I
There
can't
you go.
read
All right,
any of
give-
that.
Give me.
I just had a
bloody-
stroke reading that one.
Okay.
You gonna read it out loud or?
Hold
Who read
on, hold
that?
on, hold on.
Did he write that?
Does styling your hair like a cartoon mean you find them sexually attractive? Does styling your hair like a
Oh,
cartoon
Jesus,
mean
this
that you
is
find
long.
them sexually
Lord.
attractive?
She gave me a link.
You're gonna need to research this shit.
I can't read any of this. If I'm being
Well,
honest with you,
Just read it.
I can't.
We're not supposed to read our prompt out loud
Oh
or
my
our cue cards.
Well,
here.
I can tell you the one word I can read is yes. Jesus, I'm seriously like, I feel like I have dyslexia reading.
Alrighty then, we can we'll just move on.
Can I try to read what this
You
says
can
to you
try.
guys?
You can try.
All right.
Love Haley to
Okay.
death, but good God. This says, yes, according the with how article, how to look appealing in front of you crush. Step 3 is to compliment your crush, CURUSH, and to flatter them about their attributes.
Did she give you a biography?
I can't read any of this.
Okay,
It's
okay, hold on.
hard to read.
All right,
that.
folks. Well, we're gonna skip this week because we had some note issues.
Note
Now, to-
issues as in handwriting.
Now, to sum up what Haley's 2 cents is that she gives us a prompt in an envelope that we
Oh, wait,
open
wait, hold
on air,
hold on.
and then we all also
Haley,
have.
Terrific.
Oh God, he's
come down here.
he's yelling for.
We're
And
gonna
then
have a
we
little
also
conversation
have
about
envelopes
handwriting.
in front of us that tells us what our responses are.
Have a seat.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Get down here.
Have a seat.
Did you have Parkinson's when you wrote these?
We love you. But what the fuck?
A little hard to read.
Have a seat.
I want you to read the prompt.
Dude, I just pulled eggs out of the fridge.
That sounds interesting.
Nope.
So,
turn it around. Turn it
jo-
around.
joining us at the table here
Put the
is
headphones on.
Alaric's wife, Haley.
Yay.
Yay! And
For like 5 minutes because she's apparently just pulled eggs out. Of
All right, welcome to the show, Haley.
she wasn't expecting to be in this.
Um,
She looks so uncomfortable right now.
Please explain the link.
Oh, I didn't want to write out all of the.
She wrote out an entire link to a YouTube video.
It's not a YouTube.
Oh no,
video.
my bad. It's quotes.net.
Yeah, I wanted you to read the quotes. I didn't want to write them all out.
Well, you should have told me to look up the quotes first. I'm not gonna sit here and go.
So we had some technical issues with Haley's 2 cents this
A
week.
little bit.
I'm gonna read my thing that I had. Mine said no. I have red hair, but that doesn't mean I like Ronald McDonald. Clay's said, because Clay is a 3-year-old and can't read. Clay said yes, according to WikiHow. What the WikiHow?
That's
What
a
the
new one.
Okay, maybe he wasn't exaggerating. I thought that was Lightning McQueen. Quatro!
That's what I thought too. And it says,
Yeah. It says, according to WikiHow article, how to look appealing in front of a tough crush. I'm reading it exactly as it's written.
It's so
Step 3 is to compliment your crush and to flaker them about their attributes.
Ladder.
Intimidation is the best form of flirtery.
Imitation is
Fluttery.
flattery.
I know what it's supposed to be.
I'm very
On
fluted.
mine, she said, just quote Jimmy Neutron as much as you can.
Got
Not
a
Neutron,
blast!
Not Neutron, Neutron. However, she spelled neutron correct later on.
All right, Mr. Earl, we're going to need you to come in and grade these for us because these are unreadable.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Well, Haley, thank you for
Fantastic.
joining us on the Truffle Shuffle podcast. It's
We
been a
tried.
pleasure.
We love you.
None of y'all get any of these cookies that I'm making.
Back to the kitchen.
To the bakery! Jesus Christ. All right, a round of applause for Haley.
Yay!
We love you.
Aw,
Lots
L
of
for
birds
love.
flying in this room. Dylan is holding his wrap it up sign for Haley.
L for
And
love.
that's Haley's 2 cents.
She's gonna be mad for the rest of the day.
The
Anyway,
amount of brain cells I lost trying to read this thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and thank her for the past ones where they just say yes and no.
Well, what's funny is that she's got a full blank piece of paper here, but she had to squeeze it into a 3x2.
Weren't you getting mad at her last week for like, all mine ever says is yes?
No, that was that
No,
was him.
mine. All mine ever
I
said
didn't
was
mind it.
no.
Because it's kind of fun.
Oh,
So
Lordy.
I think we should definitely go to the shorter versions of those. I do enjoy them.
yes.
That would have been a
Jesus.
funny one to just say yes and then have me argue why.
Oh,
So
Lordy.
I think the jab at that was that
Me with my hair back
Clay
in the day.
used to have a pompadour,
Mhm.
but it was, if anybody knows Theory of a Dead Man, it looked like the lead singer of that
Yes.
band,
That kind of-
and you could smell him coming a mile away because there were so many cans of hairspray in his
but
hair.
I liked it.
now he just looks homeless.
Hey, he trimmed
so
up
do
the
you,
beard.
Jurassic Park.
You can't Billy Goat him anymore.
She better go to me.
Anyway,
All right, so let's move on to Dylan's super smart special story. Yay! Well, since we had the lovely 15-year-old teenager that depressed us all out by making more than some people make annually, now I have a happy story regarding Thanksgiving. Some people might have heard about this because this has been going on for a while. They actually hit their 6th year of keeping this tradition alive, and I think it's kind of cool.
oh boy.
Have you heard about this? There was a grandma. Her name was
That's a weird name.
Nope. Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
blah, blah,
Yep.
blah,
Hippity-dippity-dippity. Here we go. Her name was Wanda Dench, and she sent a text message to what she thought was her grandson, like 6 years ago,
I saw this.
about Thanksgiving. Turns out her grandson had changed numbers, and she didn't know. She accidentally sent, in 2016, she sent the message to Jamal Hinton, who was 17 at the time. He received a text message from the grandmother inviting him to Thanksgiving dinner. It wasn't his grandmother, but he still responded, "Can I still come?"
She
and,
said,
and
"Yeah."
her response was, "Of course, because that's what grandmas do. They feed everyone." He actually showed up to the Thanksgiving, and now it's become their tradition that they all do Thanksgiving together.
Did you?
And this is the 6th year in a row that they kept it going. And Wendy lost her husband in the last year. So she said it was a tough time, but
I
they
wanted
still
to cry when I saw the one picture where it shows them all together again, and
And
then
then-
it shows it
mhm.
with just a picture. I was like,
they're holding. They do another group photo, and then here it is, and they're holding
the
up a
one.
photo
So I
of
was
the
like,
husband
No.
who passed away this last year.
Mhm.
But I thought that would be a cool story to bring up because 6 years later, they're still bringing up the tradition, and
still rings
they got.
true.
It says that they also do other things throughout the year every now and then as well. But Thanksgiving is the one that they definitely
that's cool.
Keep.
I
in
have
in our shitty world. There are still
good
good
people.
people, and they're
Yes.
all grandmas.
Of course.
I
all the best.
actually have kind of a super smart story that leads into going back to we were talking about Black Friday earlier. I forgot to bring it up, but I read a story. Not really a story. It's a really short story, but it's talking about Black Friday and how this guy decided that he was going to pay with 200 pennies on, or I'm sorry, $200 in quarters on on Black Friday. So there's just a huge line. This guy's like, I'm bringing my quarters in, counted out $200 in quarters, and like half the people were angry and half the people were like, he's kind of a savage.
So he had 800 quarters with him.
I saw you do the math. That was
Yep,
quick.
I wanted to make
That was
sure
quick.
before I said it.
It's
So
just 4 per dollar.
anyway, I was curious to look up like what Black Friday was. I don't know if you guys knew about this or not, but
Like
there's
the origin of
like
Black
there's a
Friday?
meaning of Black Friday. Like it's not just called Black Friday. So I don't know if you guys have heard like they put like black in front of like tragedy days or something like that. Like I think it's like called Black Tuesday or something for Wall Street. Maybe
like
not.
the Black Death?
No, they just. So I'll read this real quick. Black Friday hasn't been used until more recent decades, usually placing adjective black before the days when you're talking about natural disasters or calamities of any type. Any type. Let's see here. Let me do it for. So it was the first time it was used on 1951. For the first time, they started calling it Black Friday because it was in reference to the workers calling in sick on that Friday, so they would have a full 4-day weekend. And I never thought about that.
Ooh.
Later on, the term Black Friday came to be used by the American police to describe the immense crowds and traffic congestions accompanying the start of the Christmas shopping season. I just thought that was interesting. Ooh, started to
And now people miss Thanksgivings with their
They
families.
don't. So
to
that is
go
also-
Black Friday shopping.
Another thing, I mean, it was pretty busy, but I didn't see any elbow throwing.
Well,
And talking to people buy online now.
it's,
they can sit at
this
their
year
house.
was different.
Last year was different. 2019, I'm saying it now, was the last Black Friday where people were like throwing, fists, and actually there was nobody camped out in front of
Best Buy,
Best
or
Buy,
anything,
Carmen's,
Walmart. I don't remember doing anything last year, honestly.
2000s Black Friday was peak Black Friday.
it was.
Oh yeah, back whenever there was a new Elmo doll and people would kill
I
each
want
other
the
over.
Cabbage Patch.
New Halo games, new Call of Duties. You had insane actual deals on TVs, appliances.
It's like
and stuff.
2010.
Right.
2010, but yeah, it has changed a lot. Sorry to go back to that. I just thought that
No,
was
I mean
interesting.
we went to Best Buy and it's like they still had
It was just like a normal
They
Christmas
still-
season.
it was like a
Shopping.
big sale, but a lot of stores did it from Monday to Friday.
And also Cyber Monday's big too. So
Cyber Monday's,
Cyber
yeah,
Monday will
huge.
come through and kill all those sales. So people are like, well, why would I go out and risk,
Yep.
during all the pandemic stuff when I could sit at home and get
And
the
I
same
know
deals?
Walmart did it Monday. They started their
Mhm.
deals, but it was online only, and then Friday was their in-store stuff. But it was all the same stuff.
But you'd have to pay for shipping.
Even
Yes.
Toys R Us used to be out the freaking wazoo with
I
their
remember.
lines, and then their deals was just charging the prices that normal people charge every day.
Because Toys R Us was so bloody
So
expensive.
when I worked at the hobby shop, I probably shouldn't say which one, but because he would take the retail price, like what everybody else charges,
Right.
and then he would put our price on there and make it seem like it was a really good
dropped it?
deal.
Oh,
And I was
boy.
like, I know what we pay for that, and you could definitely give a little bit of wiggle room on that, but whatever.
Toys R Us used to charge $30 more for like Xboxes,
Mhm.
GameCubes, and PlayStations,
we
and they
went
wonder why
into-
they went out of this business.
We went
Yeah.
into the Lego store yesterday at the mall, and they didn't have a single penny off anything.
No,
No, of course not.
Mm.
They never do.
they
We
don't
walked
need
into
to. They're
oh,
Lego.
They did have a promotion that if you spent $170, you got Santa's workshop for free, but it was just like his
Wait.
front yard.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't even see that.
so you could buy one thing, and
I was
then
just about to say you could buy one freaking thing.
everything that they had a Lego flower that was $100.
No, I looked at it. It's 70 now. It's on sale.
Oh, jeez. No, excuse me.
It's on
There's
sale.
plants in your house. There's fake plants in your house, and then there's
Lego
Lego
plants.
plants in your house.
It does look pretty cool. Carmen, it's a birds of paradise thing, and she's
They
like,
had a
"That's really
cherry
cool."
block-
And I said, "That's $70." She's like, "I'll take the real one."
They had a cherry blossom
That one was cool.
bonsai tree that was pretty cool.
I saw that.
I looked at the I like the heads, like the character heads and all that. They had like Vader and Carnage and Venom and all that, but they're not that big.
Mm-mm.
They're like the size of your fist.
They have some
and
where
it's
they're
still like
huge,
$7.
but
it's
they're like
$70.
$100. I like the little cars that they have. They always come out with like Koenigsegg's, Audis, like Lamborghinis.
They're Lego Technic packs.
The small ones, they're
Mhm.
like, I don't know, 15, $20 at like Walmart. I will buy one of those. If they ever have a new one, I always buy it because I'm a nerd.
I mean, I used to have
But they're-
Legos. I used to have a lot of Legos when I was kids, but I never knew how expensive it was.
I never bought the sets. I had a
Mm-mm.
tub full of them, and I would just make whatever I want. And if I ever have a kid, that's all I'm gonna do.
Well,
I want
they
to buy him a set.
they had a lot more of that in the
I
old
almost picked
days.
up the custom packs.
That's what I would get.
Where it was just a box of Legos, and then you built what you wanted. It
Yeah.
didn't make a specific.
I thought it
thing.
was cool. You make a plane, you just get two flat things and a flat thing in the back, and there's your plane. And then you just,
Yeah,
It wasn't
ima-
very aerodynamic.
imagination.
No, it's not. It's made of blocks.
They had an alligator one set that was like $30. I almost got for our Florida Man segment, but
It's
you guys
pretty
would
cool.
never see it.
Just to have an alligator sitting here. I saw that it said it was a 3-in-1
I
because you
know.
could also
Mhm.
make
could-
it a frog.
right.
I asked about one that I've been looking for. It's a fish tank, an aquarium. It's one of those 3-in-1s.
Hmm.
And I asked the guy, and he goes, "If you find one, buy it." I was like, "What?" He said they're rare, and he's like, "We only got 20 at the Lego store." I was like,
Wow.
"At the Lego store, you guys only got 20?"
Well, the one we were looking at was the Daily Bugle with
That
all
thing
the
was
Spider-Man characters.
That one was pretty cool.
Tight.
That was 300, and I thought, wow, that's expensive. Then I turned
Never
around
did.
and saw the Millennium Falcon on display. $800
We
for
looked-
the Lego Millennium Falcon.
We looked at the Titanic. So you remember the Titanic that was in the thing?
It was on the display.
My girlfriend found it in the calendar, or in the calendar, in the catalog.
Yeah.
And it was like $1,000, and I was like,
and it doesn't even float.
"Oh my god!" Well, neither did the original one, but
That was the point.
That was, yes, Clay.
Good job, Clay.
terrific.
Jesus Christ.
So,
But back on the Toys R Us thing, do you guys remember? Now, Clay, I know this wasn't you because you're too cool for Star Wars.
I
but do
just
you
don't think
remember-
it's that cool.
But do you remember growing up when they had this Star Wars aisle
Yes.
where it was the entire aisle? But I mean, they had the toys were a lot bigger back then.
Hear me out.
Oh,
That's what she said.
There was one Star Wars movie that I saw, and I was like, "That was cool," and it was the one with Samuel Jackson, like the first Samuel Jackson one, where it had the purple lightsaber, and I had to get the purple lightsaber, and that's the only one I've ever seen, and I don't like any other one,
well,
and I haven't watched it since.
oh Jesus!
But
Well,
I did.
I remember back when there was the full in Toys R Us. You would go in the aisle.
Now it's
There
the
were
store.
all the toys. There were the lightsabers that you could actually fight with,
Mhm.
not this cheap plastic shit that they have nowadays.
Or you're hitting them against each other, and the top would fly off and hit
Yes.
you in the face, and then you would cry.
Well, my cousin, he had some of the. He was younger, and he had some of the newer ones
Mhm.
they came out with. We'd break those things
Yeah.
easy because they
Flimsy.
made them more expensive and they made them cheaper. But I still have one of the old ones that like folds up into the handle, where you can beat the what?
I have the double-sided one still.
I got one of them somewhere.
I got
And
one
it-
of those custom ones from back in the day when they let you build your own,
Yep.
and then you could put them on both sides.
I got the who is that? Darth
Darth
Maul.
Maul.
I got that one,
Yeah.
and I beat the crap out of the kids in the neighborhood with that.
I've got one of those old red ones that fold up into the handle, and you have to hit the red like button and swing it out.
The two of them are
But
like,
it's-
or the two is like that.
But it's one of them with the
Thick
thick
ones.
plastic.
Oh yeah.
I still have it, and I hit myself one day just to feel it, and I was like, "That is fucking like we had so
Dude.
many welts when we were a kid."
It was 17 years ago because we were
What?
doing it with cicadas. Oh my God, that was
whacking the
17
cicadas out of the
years ago.
sky.
Dude, I got goosebumps because that was so long ago. That was 17 years ago.
I just
when the
always felt
cicadas were
bad.
the first time.
I just
of
always
our
felt
life
bad
cycle.
whenever you go down toy
Wow.
aisles now, and it's like one aisle is everything.
Yeah.
Because like kids nowadays, they don't play with toys.
Mm-mm.
They have tablets and video games and all that stuff. There's no imagination.
Yeah. So,
All right, folks.
but anyway,
we've,
yeah, Black Friday was just an interesting thing. And then we started talking about toys.
we've rambled
They're
long
children's.
enough. Time to give you what you really came for, which is random sheet from the internet. Oh, no. Tell me why you are the family disappointment. So if you're listening, go ahead and take your phone out of your pocket because you're going to want to see what we have on the
Let's
screen.
hit play.
Who brought this one in?
I
believe this
did.
was Clay.
Clay brought this in. All right.
Just hit play. I don't want him to read it and then
Oh, yep,
understand
okay.
it. Just play
Gotcha.
it.
Tell me why you're the family disappointment.
That one got me. I didn't read the
Oh.
name and I was like, nah.
To all the you people out there that say you don't recognize her, you're
You're
lying.
Oh, you're putting all mine first?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy. Many friends are often constipated.
What do you think is going to happen?
What?
There's a toilet.
What is
and
that?
Please tell me that's just regular meat and not a
It
turd.
is just regular meat.
If that's a turd, that person's dead by now.
If he's not dead, he'll be dead after this.
Oh no.
Many friends are often constipated. It makes them very painful. So I invented this toilet. The design is very human. We just need to sit on it and then activate the switch. Very easy to use.
That hurt my bunghole.
I told you, they're not that funny, but they're definitely one of those ones
Lord.
that
He
catch you
just
off
put a
guard.
bottle on it, and
Well, do you want him to put a real one on it? I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know, but I feel. Uh-oh.
I've
All
seen
right,
this one
context
before.
clues.
Okay, a cop and a black person. Can we show this video?
Yes.
Dylan,
Okay.
Dylan, chill out. It's okay. They're allowed. Let's see what happens. They're gonna race.
Comedy's
gets
not
me
dead,
every
folks.
time. It's pretty funny.
Back when people had sense of humor about
Yeah,
things.
you can't do that now. This actually was pretty recent.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Well, it's about damn time.
I thought it was funny though. Had me rolling.
Okay.
Oh God, what is this?
This one
Okay.
is one of Dylan's.
Let's see context clues.
So he's in his car. So he just left a school.
Dentist. Just left the dentist.
Is it that one?
It's not what you think it is.
Alrighty then.
All
I
right.
don't know.
give it a go.
He looks like he has a nice car, so he's kind of privileged. So he's gonna complain
And
about
he's white.
something very dumb. Let's hear it.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, would you mind doing me a favor and putting on your mask? That'd be awesome, man.
Why are you in my car?
Are you, you're an Uber?
No. But you're gonna fucking go with me now.
Oh man.
He
thought he-
willfully got into his car, so it's technically not kidnapping.
See, you thought he was going to complain about something, but actually,
That's just the
somebody
world
else-
we live in now.
Somebody else was going to jump in his car and bitch at him about not wearing a mask.
That's pretty funny. Can you put a mask on? This is whatever.
What do we have
What
here?
else do we have?
Oh.
here?
This one is Dylan's.
Okay. Let's. What do you think it is? Let's.
Probably gonna show some videos, some kids crying or something.
Are
And
these
it's gonna be-
flavored condoms?
Just all right. Go ahead. Hit
Let's
play.
hear it.
A condom that will turn a different color if bacteria from a disease or infection is detected. It can glow green for chlamydia, yellow for herpes, purple for HPV, and blue for syphilis.
Oh man, it's always good. It's
Okay,
always
now
good.
I remember seeing this.
I've seen
before.
that one.
The low quality video.
Oh man.
All right, what else we got?
Another one from Dylan. I see an
Of
Asian
course,
woman
this is
with a
from
hot
Dylan.
dog.
Someone's eating a hot dog.
All right, predictions. What do we got?
She is what does her shirt
Speed eater?
say? She's a speed eater for sure. But she's gonna help it down with some cheddar. I don't know what's gonna happen.
A spoonful of cheddar makes the hot dog go down.
I really want to know now.
All right.
Alright guys, so this is the pretzel hot dog from our father in Ohio. We're gonna try to one bite this.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
What?
Nice and cheesy.
No.
Try
no.
one
No.
No.
Smells so good.
Don't.
No.
Don't. No.
No.
This is
No,
the
no,
one
no.
bite.
Oh, please
Stop.
don't. Please don't. No. No. Oh God.
Does she throw up? I hope not. Mark me down as scared and horny. Oh my
That's somebody's daughter.
God. Yep. That should show the Netflix thing, and it says someone's daughter. Netflix. Oh, Vin Diesel.
What happened here?
I know
Oh,
this guy.
no.
So I am gonna guess that
It says it's 11 seconds in.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be.
It's very repetitive.
He's gonna
Oh,
say
okay.
family or something stupid.
Something involving family.
That's Vin Diesel.
You'll understand why it's halfway through.
All right.
Vin Diesel. Is it just gonna turn around and it's Vin Diesel?
Nope.
Oh,
That's all
it?
it is. It's just it's
you bring
21
that?
seconds.
No, that's it.
It's 21
ah,
seconds.
that's
It's just
Alaric.
a bunch of Vin
Family.
Diesel lookalikes.
I only brought in those
I,
three.
I follow that guy on TikTok. The guy in the middle there.
Which one? They
that
all
guy.
look alike.
Yeah, that guy looks
Ah.
exactly like Vin Diesel with a little bit of shorter.
You're
Alright.
telling me that overweight white guy to his left does not look like
What about the
Diesel?
black guy behind him? Did you notice that?
I don't see.
Or
color.
the pale white guy way in the back that's like 7 foot tall for some reason. He's just
All right, moving on.
This
family.
is our last video.
Hopefully it's a good one.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
What
I already
do
know
you think
these are
this 911
good.
call is going to be about.
This is probably the garbage disposal with the penis.
All right, Dylan.
I was actually going to say somebody got their penis caught in a window. So
Well, both are good guesses, but
why are
wrong.
we both thinking about dick?
Your emergency.
What? No puedo dejar de hablar español.
Oh, you're speaking Spanish. Okay, I took a little in high school, so I gotcha. You're good.
No. No hablo español.
But you're habling español.
¿Qué está pasando?
I think what is pasando is that you're speaking Spanish.
No habla español.
Okay, let me get this straight. You're saying you don't speak Spanish, but right now you are speaking Spanish.
Piensa que sí. Esta mañana me golpeé la cabeza en la puerta y ahora, ¿qué es español?
You are speaking Spanish.
Sí.
And before you hit your head, you used to speak English.
Sí.
Maybe try hitting yourself in the head again.
What?
Mi cabeza.
Your cabeza.
Claro.
Understood.
So, are you okay?
You know, we heard a little bit. Wait a minute. That's not me.
So listen, do you know what this is making fun of? It's called imposter syndrome.
Right.
And it is one of the funniest things in the world, but it's terrible. And apparently, if people like get into trauma, they can come out with an accent. And there is a white, very, very white lady.
I
It was either
heard
in
about this.
Australia or something. Tom Segura talks about it. in one
Yep,
of his
I heard.
specials.
I heard. Yep.
She is very white, and she is talking with an Asian accent. And she sounds like she's just being an asshole, but that's just like, she's like, oh, thank you. How may I help you? And it's the funniest, terrible thing you've ever seen.
So, if you were only listening to that last one, you're going to want to play that back and read the subtitles, unless you speak Spanish.
Then
you don't have to worry about
no,
it.
I don't
But
know.
just the sheer panic in his voice. Mi cabeza, your cabeza.
You hit your head again.
I don't know what's happening.
But yeah, the imposter syndrome is hilarious. If our listeners have never heard of it, look it up. It is quite funny to see people in America they'll be like having an Australian accent for after they get into a car accident or something.
It was
but-
Tom Segura. He said the thing where the little lady's walking around like, hello.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
like
hello.
you can't help it, but it is pretty funny. In the words of Tom Segura, not all disabilities are funny, but some are.
All right, folks, moving on to the last segment of the show. We have What Did They Do? Dun, dun,
No
dun,
music.
dun. Oh, no music. All right.
Or
All right, so let's see. Now, I brought in all the mug shots this time, so Clay, for once, doesn't know what these people did. Let's start them out, shall we?
I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that this gentleman's name is Kyle and or CJ.
This is Mika Muser.
Even worse, is he Russian?
It
South
doesn't
America?
say. I don't have all the details. I have very vague details
you notice
about
how
what happened.
his sides are shaved and he has super long bangs?
Can we talk about the fact that they took his mugshot sideways? Where they gave him like a little bit of a lean?
Tilt.
They let him to lean into
Or
it.
maybe he's being held up. Nobody knows.
His mugshot became known as Giraffe Boy.
because of all the hickeys.
Oh, the hickeys.
Yeah.
What do you guys think he was arrested for?
Necking.
Jesus Christ.
Aggressively being sucked on by a lady? I don't
It's
know.
it's not as
Male prostitute.
not as overcomplicated as you think. Mika was arrested for trespassing. That's it.
Into a brothel.
It just says it just
I fell, I'm
says
sorry.
trespassing. All right.
All right,
it?
that wasn't as funny as
All
I
right,
thought it
let's do
would
the
be.
next one.
That is a crazy one, then. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that he had domestic violence. Is what he got arrested for.
Does his tattoo say murder?
It says domestic
He has
violence.
murder tattooed across his throat.
So,
his name.
hold on.
It's a
What's his name?
strangler.
Huh?
What's his name?
His name is Jeffrey Chapman.
I think Mr. Chapman here stole a candy bar.
All right. And Alaric, you think he what?
I don't know, but you nodded at him saying he stole a candy bar, so
Well, if he got that right, I would be amazed.
I'm going to say
Go way out there.
he
'cause it's
stole
pretty obvious.
kittens
Stole
from a
kittens.
shelter.
So this one's a little bit more right in front of you. He's
good.
trying to get the tattoo removed before his trial for first-degree murder.
Can we talk about how it
Can't he
looks
just
like
wear a
it's
turtleneck?
Sharpied on? It looks like Sharpie, doesn't it?
Well, his attorney has filed a motion that, now I don't know when this took place, but his attorney filed a motion that the tattoo would be prejudicial if seen by a jury.
Just wear a turtleneck.
Because it says murder and he's on trial for murder.
totally not the teardrop that says you murdered somebody. But
Now, the prosecution said that they offered to allow him to cover up his tattoo.
Just comes in with a giant ass
But
neck
the,
brace.
attorney.
they get him on the
wants-
stand. They're like, "Sir, can we have you pull that down for a second?" And everybody's like, "Guilty."
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. This was back in 2011.
Oh, this is a long time ago.
So it says his trial was scheduled to start Monday. It actually doesn't say when the trial was, but for the November 2011 killing of Damien Gilliard, whose body was found by hunters in a roadside ditch.
Poor
did that shit.
Damien.
He did that.
Our
shit.
condolences.
So sometimes when you see murder on somebody's throat, they
It's
murder.
probably true.
Alrighty,
What we got?
Next one. Does this say holla?
It does.
Ew.
It says
That's
holla.
doo-doo, baby, on its face. Look at it.
What am I looking at?
What is his name or her? I don't know what that is.
Charles
Oh God.
Easter.
I was gonna say, I hope that's a man with that
I was gonna say
$5 stuff.
Charles Manson, maybe.
Nope. Charles Easter with holla tattooed across his forehead.
No, it's holla.
Now, how old does this man look?
36.
Really? What about you?
I'd say 54.
He's 38.
Oh my God! Did he
Yeah.
really? I'm taking
Yeah.
a guess.
How did you
38,
guess
I haven't
36? This is the worst looking 36-year-old.
Well,
I've
let's
ever
talk about
fucking-
something. I see in his past a little bit of alcoholism.
My friend Frederick.
Maybe a little bit of
Now,
meth.
where do you think this took place? Where do you think he was arrested at? This looks like your typical.
Was this the one you were talking about earlier, Montgomery County?
No,
Oh,
this
really?
looks like your typical
Florida
man.
Was it Florida? Yes!
No.
Yes!
We had a Florida man after all.
So police arrested 38-year-old Charles Easter on a charge of disorderly conduct. However, at this time, he had previously been arrested over 27 different times
Good lord.
in the Miami and Broward counties in Florida. Broward, sure.
I think that's
None of
where
us can
Texas
read
is.
today.
That.
Well, some just can't read the handwriting.
All right, let's move on, shall we? 'Tis the season.
Santa!
Look at him. He's like, what have I done?
Such a sad Santa.
He was caught
he's
with a
even wearing
B&E
red.
inside of a house going through the chimney.
Alaric?
I feel like he left coal for a cop's kid, and the cop hunted him down.
Actually, he got pulled over in his sleigh with a hooker.
It says apparently it doesn't give us his name on this one.
Santa.
It says apparently playing Santa Claus doesn't pay too well because this man was arrested for selling white powder to an undercover officer.
Booga sugar. That's snow, baby.
Tis the
Straight
season.
from the North
Ho,
Pole.
ho.
So Santa got caught selling snow.
And then it says he's even wearing his red shirt in the mugshot.
It's pretty
And
fantastic.
last but most definitely not least, from the very own Montgomery County Jail in Ohio.
Oh God.
First off, this a man or a woman?
It's 2021. I can't say. I'm not allowed. They look
I
terrible.
think it's a woman. Look
The
at
head-
the curvature.
What I like is that the headline on this article just says "Got milk."
So I'm gonna go ahead and take. Oh, it's in Middletown. Does Middletown have a Chick-fil-A? Because I believe this person was posted up outside of a Chick-fil-A telling people to eat more chicken, and then going in and trying to get free food, acting like she was working at Chick-fil-A.
Is that not
Or
the
he.
tallest looking
She.
5'5" person?
It is.
She does look very tall for being 5'5".
What's the name?
Her name is Michelle Allen.
I was
from,
right. It
From
was-
Ohio. This is Montgomery County Police Department, so this is close to us. Represent everybody.
Very close.
And it
About
says-
15 minutes. No, I'm just kidding.
It says when you get arrested for the 50th time,
50th.
you have to dress up for the occasion.
Oh.
Let's see, that's exactly what Michelle Allen from Ohio did when she dressed up like a cow and stopped traffic in the street. She was also chasing children after a drinking binge.
Oh, Lord. What was her first 49 arrests for?
I need to know. We need to pull it up.
It says
Tune in next time to find out.
After being arrested for disorderly conduct, police confirmed that they were all too familiar with Miss Allen. However, quote, even after 50 arrests, this was still a surprise, said Major Mark Hoffman from Middletown Police. I guess she's going to have to move
I knew it
over
was
to
coming.
herself.
I knew it was coming. No. Oh, that is quite awful. There's some good ones in there. Dude, the holla up guy had me
If
like,
anybody ever is thinking about coming to Ohio,
don't.
here's your sign.
Just don't. But
Oh,
yeah, man, I
goodness.
think This is a good episode.
This was something, all right. We had some lovely little hiccups in here.
Wow, just like this one.
We are great at planning things out. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, I forgot about this.
I'm very glad you didn't do what you just did. Now you're doing it.
Thanksgiving. I forgot to tell you about what is it about holidays that make people drive like they're bloody inbreds?
Dylan is on a British stretch or something. I don't know. He had a British girlfriend for a minute or
I
something.
said bloody, didn't I?
He keeps saying bloody. He has never done this before.
Yes, I have.
Why have you done this? You said it in the last month. Bloody. Bloody.
All right.
Anyway,
so
continue.
on
Bloody
Thanksgiving Day, were you guys out on the street that much, or were you more so in the house?
Yes. Unfortunately, I was out.
No.
The streets were not busy, but everybody out there driving got their license on the back of a Wheaties box.
Well, I have a theory about this. Carmen and I talked about this. The only people that went out were just dumb people going to shop because we went later in the day. So it was shopping time.
There were people in neighborhoods that were just like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and put on my left blinker. Should I go that way? Nope. Time to floor it to the right. Good luck, everybody else. But I had 3 separate cars throughout the day on 741, which is a big road. But Thanksgiving, it was not busy. 3 separate times, a car came to a complete stop in the middle of the fucking road in front of me.
I had one on the way over that was doing, again, on the same street. I almost took a picture of or a video to show to you guys because I now sound like I'm making it up. But every time I come here, there's always somebody doing 30 and a 40. And I'm like, stop! But, yeah, so I have an interesting thing to preface right now. Talking about driving. What if you got 3 stickers?
Uh-oh.
Listen, this would replace your driver's license. You get 3 stickers. You can use all 3 of them. It doesn't matter how many you have, but it matters if you get a sticker. If you get 1 sticker, you have to go to a class. If you get 2 stickers, you lose your license for a week. If you get 3 stickers, you got to go retake the test.
Have we talked about this before?
I don't think we haven't talked about it on
Deja
here.
vu.
We haven't talked about this on the show.
Not on the show, but have
We've
we
talked
talked
about
about it
this.
before?
And I always make the joke with my girlfriend now. I was like, they're going to get all my stickers.
Do you get your stickers back
You can gain them back
once they go to their class?
once they go to the class.
But if they never go to their class, you never get your sticker back.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So you only get 3 stickers in a lifetime.
Yes.
So it's got to be a really, really fucking bad driver.
Or should it be?
Well, no. You can gain your 3 back
Mm.
if you have to go. Well, yeah. There's
didn't
some
think this
holes in
through,
this.
did
There's
you?
some holes in this,
You got some
but
plot holes here.
but every time somebody pulls out in front of you and they're being retarded, you just throw a freaking sticker on there, and then boom, there you go.
Everybody gets these sticker cannons.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. So
then
if
that would get-
Dylan's pulling out in front of me and he's doing 30 miles an hour in a 55, I'll hit him with 2. So that gentleman will have to go, or he'll either get his license revoked for a week or something like that, like a small term. But then I might be dinged as well. somehow.
But see, then you can't get your stickers back because then you can just get your sticker back and do it to as many fucking people as you want.
That would be me.
Yeah, you can just be a dick. They don't even. You can be like, I don't like that car. 2 stickers.
So maybe you just get 3 stickers in your lifetime.
So you really have
You
to be
really
picky
gotta be
about who you
picky.
point that out on.
But when you do, everybody's doing it at the same time. If that makes sense.
Mm.
So if you were an idiot, you could possibly get one. But if the person in front of you does something so dumb, you're like, oh, that's a 3 sticker right there.
I did feel
Take them
bad.
off the road.
I felt bad the other day because I was at an intersection and it went green arrow, and I'm turning left and I waited. I wait before I honk, like to let people get
I
off
wait
their-
more than 5 seconds.
I let people get off their fucking phone.
I give them the beep beep, the quick one.
Well, I look up and it's still green, and I'm like, "Huh." And then the lady looks in the rearview mirror and she goes, "Yeah," and I go, and then the one behind me goes, and I'm like, and then the ambulance comes through the.
No!
then the ambulance comes through the intersection. I'm like, oh no.
I've done that one before where you got your music up, you don't hear it.
I didn't
then...
know. My music was on 7.
Oh.
How the hell could I not hear it?
Out of 8.
Those those sirens, for as loud as they are, you cannot hear them until they are on top of you.
I think you're just deaf.
What?
I had my windows up.
You serious?
But I looked at the car behind me, and it was a large black man, and he gave me that look like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, it's the one in front of me. And then this little lady in front of me with glasses is like, fuck you, Ginger. And she's like, I'm like, why are you not fucking going? And then wee woo. I was like, aw.
My favorite is when somebody's being dumb and it finally splits off into 2 lanes and you go around them and then you get caught by the light and you pull up next to them and they just look at you and you're just like,
I wave.
I know they do too.
I wave. I love to acknowledge it whenever somebody like flies around me like they're bobbing and weaving, and then bam, you meet them up in a couple minutes. You're like, hello, how are you?
I would just like to say it's nice to see that Clay is pulling back his murderous spree he's been having recently.
Oh, I still want to kill people.
And is now only wanting to take people's license away as opposed to shooting them in the back of the head.
I want to do both.
Yes, but this one's more legal.
It's only illegal if you're caught.
Yeah, but it's 2021. The century's young. We can change.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
Not at all.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you next week.